Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Remember when I told you that sometimes when you play like a team sport and your team against another team, and while you play, you look at the other team and they have one or two guys over there who are very good, and you look at your guys here and say, I could get rid of that guy or that guy, and say, I wished those guys from the opposite team be mine, be in my team, and these guys just whoops pass them over to the other guys. Well, that's how sometimes I feel looking at my leaders and looking at other countries' leaders. I'm thinking, could we just exchange Blinken and Sullivan and Kamala and Biden for those guys over there, for that guy, that guy, that guy? Well, in this case, is that dude. Uh, his name is Erdogan. He's the president of Turkey. He's a tough guy, that's for sure. And he knows how to negotiate. And he plays double end, like a double two over there. He plays these guys, plays those guys for the interest of himself and for his country, because the country seems to benefit out of these guys' maneuver. He maneuvered the Russians with the S-400s. He maneuvered the Americans now with F-16s. He maneuvered the Russians with the pipeline that goes through them. It's unbelievable. This guy is very shrewd, very shrewd. So let's see what he did again. So this article comes from Reuters by Ali Kukukokmen, May 16, 2022. Erdogan says Swedish, Finnish delegations should not bother coming to Turkey. No, this guy should not even bother. So if you guys are not familiar with what happened, is that, Turkey is a member of NATO. Finland and Sweden, now they knock at NATO's door and they want to go in. Now NATO gladly gets them in. The problem, NATO has some policies, some procedures that they have to follow in order to accept another country through their open door policy. Open door policy means we let everybody apply. The problem is we make decisions according to our rules. And one of the rules that NATO has is to have a consensus when someone applies, or at least they don't have one that vetoes the membership of application of a certain country. In this case, we have Sweden and Finland, who sometime in the back in time and now they stepped on Turkey's boots, and they don't like it a bit. And unfortunately for them, they have Erdogan as the president, and Erdogan seems to have like an elephant memory, never forgets. They said, now it's your times, guys. Move on. Come over here. You sit there. And now this is what I want. So he told them what the problem is with these guys. And it's the Kurds and some terrorist organizations that are harbored by Finland in this case, I think Sweden as well. And these organizations are listed as terrorist organizations by the European Union, by the United States of America, and by Turkey. So let's see what's going on with Mr. Erdogan. Istanbul, or Constantinople, or Byzantium. So Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan said on Monday that Swedish and Finnish delegations should not bother coming to Ankara to convince it to approve their NATO bid. Well, he's just playing. He's going to approve, but he needs a lot of things. He's going to play again. Sweden's government has formally decided to apply for NATO membership. Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson said on Monday, a day after Finnish President Sauli Niinisto confirmed that Helsinki will also apply for membership. Okay, Turkey surprised its NATO allies. I talk about how are you surprised? If you are just living in a different world, you have the wrong information, something you didn't expect. Why didn't you expect? You knew that Turkey has a problem with these guys. Didn't they say that many times before? And all of a sudden you're surprised? Anyway, nevertheless, Turkey surprised its NATO allies last week by saying it will not view their application positively, mainly citing their history of hosting members of groups Ankara deems terrorists. Well, not like that. Not like that. I posted another video where they said the exact names of those terrorist organizations that are on the terrorist list of United States, European Union, and Turkey. So it's not only Ankara, but maybe they're going to tell us more. I haven't read this yet. So let's see. In a news conference on Monday, Erdogan repeated that Turkey would not approve their bids to join NATO, calling Sweden a hatchery, a hatchery for terrorist organizations, and adding it had terrorists in its parliament. Oh, my hatchery. Oh, my. So I'm quoting. Neither of these countries have a clear, open attitude towards terrorist organizations, Erdogan said. How can we trust them? Ooh, it's all about trust with Erdogan if you didn't know that one. The Swedish Foreign Office said earlier on Monday that senior representatives of Sweden and Finland plan to travel to Turkey for talks to address Ankara's objections. And I'm quoting, they are coming to Turkey on Monday. Are they coming to convince us? Excuse me, but they should not tire themselves. They should not be bothered to come, Erdogan said about the planned visit. Erdogan said NATO would become a place where representatives of terrorist organizations are concentrated if the two countries join. Oh, man. And then Ankara says Sweden and Finland harbor people, it says, are linked to groups. Not it says, but I told you. Groups it deems terrorists, namely the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, militant group, and followers of Fethullah Gulen, whom Ankara accuses of orchestrating a 2006, the 2006 coup attempt. All right. Turkish state broadcaster TRT Haber said on Monday that Sweden and Finland had not granted approval for their repatriation of 33 people that Turkey requested. Repatriation, you know what it is? We want you. Come over, we're gonna take care of you. Repatriation, maybe. Okay. Erdogan said Turkey would oppose the NATO bid from those who imposed sanctions on it. Sweden and Finland had slapped arms export embargoes on Turkey after its Syria incursion in 2019. NATO and the United States said they were confident Turkey would not hold up membership of Finland and Sweden. For the right price, yeah. Diplomats say Erdogan would be under pressure to yield as Finland and Sweden would greatly strengthen NATO in the Baltic Sea. He doesn't give up, believe me. He has good relationship with Russia. So why is he bothered? By whom? Who is he afraid of? Nobody. He has good relationship with the Americans, has a relationship with the Russians. What is he? He's okay. And besides, he stood up to the Americans, remember, with the F-16s? The Americans want to hanky-panky and said, you know what? You give it to us? No. Okay, we'll go to the Russians. They got the S-400 and the Americans came back. Oh, okay, don't buy some more. We're going to give you some F-16. Do you think they care about Sweden and Finland and the Baltic states? Give me a break. Give me a break. Now, we have Erdogan's spokesman, not spokesperson, spokesman, said on Saturday that Turkey has not shut down the door to Sweden and Finland joining NATO, but wants negotiation and the clampdown on what it sees as terrorist or activities. So yeah, they want business. So everybody's setting the table, ready, white cloth, and they're waiting. But they still play hard, because those guys need to go into NATO. And there's another thing. There's another article here that I have where Putin supposedly has no problem with Finland and Sweden joining NATO. We don't consider that a threat, he said. You know why? Probably because his buddy Erdogan is going to put wrench in between these spokes of these guys' bicycles. All right, man. Erdogan, yes, that's a guy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth or for Erdogan, and be just. See ya.